So, I thought I'd make a video today because it's May 23rd, which means I'm 1 year on T, which honestly got here like a lot faster than I really thought it was going to. Like, it still feels like I just started T like, I don't know, maybe like 4 months ago, even though like 4 months ago I had already gone top surgery even. So like, well actually, so I'm 1 year on T today, and then also I'm roughly 6 months since I got top surgery, which is just also wild because like the time's gone by so quickly. It's just it's weird. It's weird how fast that went by. Like it feels like that was like it's weird because like it wasn't that long ago that I got top surgery. It was only 6 months ago. And it feels like 6 months has gone by really quickly. And it also feels like I got top surgery like 3 or 4 years ago. Like it feels like a long time ago, even though it wasn't really. But even the amount of time that's passed, I'm just like, wow, it's really been that long. Like it's a couple layers of weird time passing feelings. Anyway, so I wanted to give some updates about me and where I'm at currently being a year on T. So I think the main thing right now for this video is my facial hair. So I actually have been trying not to trim my facial hair for like the past month so that I could actually like show you guys like how it's turning out, which is like pretty dang good. Like my chin hair is like the thickest part and it gets a lot on my neck, which I don't really like, but I really like what's going on here. I still quite like in my last video, I think that was 6 months ago, 6 months on T. It was like it's still just barely connecting up to this part. So hopefully it'll continue to spread up here and get a little bit more thicker and actually connect. I think it's about the same on this side as well. I cannot look from like that side. I can't like see. Like my nose is in the way. I can look from this side, but like I think it has to do with like which eye I have is dominant because it's really hard to see from this angle. But anyway, so my facial hair is it's coming together. It's pretty thick. Like it's pretty much it's pretty good. Like it's all up in this area a bit. My mustache is getting there. It's getting there. And like my face shape. I was just looking at the video that I took like for 6 months on T, and like my face shape has even changed. Like yeah, I'm looking at myself on video and I'm glancing over at the video that I just watched, and I'm like, damn, like my face shape has changed. Like I still look like myself, but definitely a bit different, which is cool. Let's see here. So yeah, so my facial hair has changed a lot. It's gotten a lot thicker, like really thick. It's good. Also, there's paint on my hands because I was painting some stuff. I don't know how my voice sounds comparatively to 6 months on T because I haven't actually heard myself talk on video in about 6 months. So it'll be interesting to watch this video and then watch the previous video and see like how my voice has changed. My voice, I would say it's cracking like a lot less. The only times where it actually cracks is if I like force it to, like if I'm trying to make my voice really high pitched and just like joke around and stuff, or if I'm like getting excited about something, sometimes it cracks a little bit because the voice fluctuation just gets really high when I get excited about stuff. But yeah, so we'll see. I feel like it's deeper, probably because I was just watching this video and I was just like, oh wow, like my voice sounds a lot different from that, I think. Like, we'll see. I'll have to watch this video to see exactly how much, but I think it's gotten deeper. It feels like it's gotten a lot deeper. Let's see here, what else? Updates. I feel like my arms, like you probably can't see my arms, I feel like are more muscular. Like I mean, we worked out for a little while, and then I haven't really been working out as much lately, so like, so they haven't really been growing as much lately. But I feel like gaining muscle is getting to be easier. Like it's starting to get more easy to actually like build muscle and such. So we just need to get on working out more and actually focusing on that. Also, if you might have noticed, the background is different because we moved. So we live, well, I moved. I live like an hour-ish north of where my parents' house is. So that's my bed and a panda, and then that's Michael's bed and his lovely tree. What is it? Tree tapestry. That's the word. Tapestry. Lovely tapestry. Um, I also wanted to talk about migraines because since starting tea, my migraine count has gone like way down. Like I get migraines a lot less often, and usually I can pinpoint like what the reason was behind them. I still get migraines. Like I woke up this morning with a migraine, but we figured out that it was caffeine related, and I drank some coffee and I took a shower and then I felt fine. So usually we can like figure out what the thing is behind the migraine and like why it is that I got one. But I don't just get them like constantly all the time. Like, man, I used to get them quite a lot before I was on tea, and I feel like they've just gone down since I started tea, which is like really totally fine with me. Like, honestly, that's great. I remember reading like side effects lists that said like, oh yeah, if you're on tea, your migraines might get worse. And so I was really worried about that. So to have the opposite happen was it's a huge relief, and honestly, like I'm really happy about it. And just like further makes me feel like I made the right decision. So like to start tea, I mean. Which I'm really happy about. Let's see here, what else? Oh, I should touch on dysphoria. So I really haven't like since all of these changes and stuff, like dysphoria is really not as much of a huge part of my life as it used to be. Like man, dysphoria used to like dictate pretty much everything about anything. Like I wouldn't wear certain shirts because they made me dysphoric. I wouldn't wear certain pants. I wouldn't wear certain clothing. I like always had to wear like a bandana around my neck or like a shamog or something because like just wearing a shirt like how I am right now, my chest would be just I'd just have too much dysphoria over it. Um my voice, I had so much dysphoria over my voice, and now that it's really deep, like I don't have dysphoria over that anymore. Like it's just so much deeper now, like comparatively to the first video. Even I haven't watched the first video yet, but I'm going to. Oh yeah, I'm wearing the same shirt that I wore in the first video just because for consistency's sake. So there I am, wearing what I was back then as well. um but yeah, so dysphoria's gotten like way lower. Like that's not as much of a huge issue. I can just wear like tank tops and stuff and just like pretty much whatever I want, and I don't have dysphoria over it. The only thing that I really have dysphoria about my body specifically is lately is like my hips. Like I can't do anything about my hips, but they always cause a little bit of dysphoria for me. Um, let's see if there's anything else. And my height. I have issues with like height, and I think my brain thinks that I'm a lot taller, like 6 inches taller, which I'm not. So it's silly. And every once in a while, I realize how small I am, like how small of a person I am, and it just throws me for a loop. Like it's just weird. I just like that doesn't make any sense to me, but that's not really a problem that I can do anything about. So I just deal with it. Let's see here. So I went over dysphoria. Top surgery. Oh yeah. So I'm 6 months since getting top surgery, which has been fantastic. My scars have all healed up pretty well. There haven't really been any problems at all. Like Dr. Mosser was a really good surgeon. Honestly, he did a great job. Like I'm completely absolutely just very happy with my chest and how it looks, and I'll probably take some pictures later today and upload them just as like comparison pictures, since the last time I uploaded them was like 3 weeks, I think, since having top surgery when the scars were kind of fresh. The actual scars like across my chest has kind of stretched out a little bit, but that's also because the doctor said like, oh, don't raise your arms above your head for like the first 6 months, and I did that anyway because I don't have any self-control in that regard. I don't know. Like I was forgetting constantly, and then I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna. It's fine. I don't mind if the scars are really big. So my scars kind of stretched out a little bit, but they don't look bad in my opinion. Like it's scars. I don't have any problems with having big scars on my body. Like I don't mind. So that's my choice though. Like obviously, if you got top surgery and they told you keep your arms down, then like do that, unless I guess you don't care if the scars are going to be big, but, just keep in mind what you want. But I don't mind having big scars on my chest, so I was just like, I'm just gonna put my arms above my head because it's too inconvenient anyway. Just so whatever. But um, but I'm real happy with how the scars look. I think it looks I don't think it looks bad. I think it looks pretty badass because I've got like this giant scar across my chest, and I'm just like, yeah, nice. It looks like someone tried to chop me in half. But anyway, so dysphoria about my chest is just like completely gone. Like honestly, I even went to the Renaissance Fair recently, and I wore some garb that was just like I was shirtless, and then I had like a scarf and then like a long vest that kind of went over it, but like my chest was actually like exposed and like I wasn't wearing a shirt, and I spent the whole day like that, and I didn't feel like any dysphoria at all. And like at one point some lady asked me about my scar, and she was like, oh, what happened to you? And I was just like, oh, I had to get a surgery. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. And then I was just like, oh, no, it's fine, it was a good surgery. She was like, oh, okay. But like it was fine. Like honestly, I did not feel self-conscious about it. Like I didn't feel self-conscious about my chest or anything. It was really pleasant. I was very, very happy with it, and I really can't wait to like go to the beach and actually be like shirtless at the beach. Like it's gonna be pretty fucking cool. So that'll be fun. Um, but yeah, so just mainly all the things that all of my updates have just been everything's going well. Everything seems to be going pretty swimmingly. Um, I did recently have my T levels checked, and they were a bit lower than what they should be, and so I changed. My doctor had me change the part of skin that I was putting the testosterone on because they were thinking that my arms just got so it's like dermal fatigue, I think, from just being the only place that I was putting it for like a year. So I'm gonna be getting my T levels checked on June 4th. So hopefully we'll see how that affects my levels and see if it's helped anything. Um, but yeah, so other than that though, everything's been going great. Like I'm just feeling good, and I'm feeling good. Things are going great, and I actually feel like myself. It's really nice. And like honestly, I cannot even think about like the person that I was a year ago even. Like that's just wild. Like to think that I haven't always been like this. Like I just feel like I've always looked like this, or I've always just been like a guy. Like I mean I have, but I've always just been like this is just me, and I've always just been like this, and it's only been a year, and not even a year being like this. Probably just like just less than like 8ish months since I've started feeling really comfortable in my own body, and it's just so wild because this is just like this is gonna be the rest of my life. Like this is just how I'm gonna be for the rest of my life, and I'm just like it just makes me so happy. Like I'm tearing up right now. I can't even. It just makes me so happy. Like it's really wonderful, and I'm just really happy about it. And I feel like I just made the best decision was for me to make was to transition, and I'm really happy that I did that, and I'm really thankful to my past self to be brave enough to like face that head on, because man, like thinking about that now, I would never want to like coming out, and when you're first coming out and stuff like that is just the hardest thing. Like and being afraid of what people are going to think of you and stuff like that, it's really hard. And I'm just like anyone out there who's going through that right now, like I I guarantee you things will get better, and things like you can do it. It's worth it. It's worth it to chase who you are and to go and do what you want to do with your body. Like just listen to you and make sure that you're happy. But yeah, so this is my 1 year on T video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it was helpful to anybody else out there that is curious about stuff on the topic. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.